What's up everyone, welcome to ZED Challila, and of course we are on our Star of the Week segment. Now guys, let me give you a brief about this guy, because he's been around for quite some time now and he's been doing music, of course as a group, but also as an independent artist. So he's been around and he's part of the team called Urban Hype. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about, but let's check out his video which is premiering today exclusively on ZED Challila, and when we come back we'll chat more on the other side. Big ups.
Engineered at Nexus.
Hey, yo, COB, give me the volume, man. Give me the volume.
It's me, bro.
I wanna dance to the music that your soul makes. Feel it while we're grooving the slow way. I see forever with you and it's so great. Married, some kids the whole way. Tumfona kwa tinipa chipululu baby. I just love to watch you do what you do. Uwako shile that was a good move upon. To ale chele kafe wana kusikulu. Let me put this flower in your hair. Every second, every hour, no I care. I feel extreme power when you're there. And as we elevate the mind, they'll stare. Wembeka, baby weka sabula niwe. Ninga noke, ukwabula iwe. This is a book full of all of our days. Page 1 for my lifetime of thoughts I wanna say.
And so if God has a perfect match for everyone, deep down in my heart I know it's you.
Check, say, your eyes tell 1,000 stories, yeah. Your voice is a sound that's for me, yeah. I've been up and down, girl, I've been all around. And your beauty just pronounced the glory of God. My yo one day watch you really. Who I take and you're not in my billy billy. Real love, kuli bena vija fama shoko. Elo noti ija yo faka na muma boto. I used to have a cold heart, here baby melt this. I want you and I ain't never felt this way. You a diamond, no life, and your IG shuts down everybody else's. All I need in this life of sin is my baby, my wife, my friend. I'm not spending those lonely nights again. My muse, you the ink to my right.
And so if God has a perfect match for everyone, deep down in my heart I know it's you. And so if God has a perfect match for everyone, deep down in my heart I know it's you.
Let her breathe like. One more time, let's go. 2 times for the lover, say, hey.
Give me the volume, man. Give me the volume.
It's a simple melody.
Hello everyone, welcome back, and this time around I'm joined with the amazing The Ajay. Welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
thanks
you're
for
welcome.
having me.
Is the part of the name, or
You have to,
being called
nah,
AJ?
you have to say it.
It's like,
The AJ, like there's a lot of AJs, but I'm the AJ,
the one and only.
When I came up with the name, when I started using it, I was just getting into college, and then there happened to be another AJ. He had dreads though, but I think his name is AJ Mali
Oh,
So every time I was like, which AJ talking about? AJ Mali or the other AJ? So I started calling myself the AJ. So whenever people are saying like, okay, there's the other AJs, but I'm talking about the AJ, you know, the one and only. Yeah.
Speaking
So,
of the AJ, like
yeah.
you know, you've come a long way,
Yeah,
and
man.
you know, you've done massive things around the country, and
Yeah.
as far as music is concerned. But when we come and isolate you, because you know most of your musical career has been attached to a group
Yeah.
and everything. So when we isolate you as the AJ,
Yeah.
like how would you like to define yourself, and who's the AJ out there?
I think the best way to define me is just I'm a creative man. I like to do things that are out of the norm, things that are not, you know, unorthodox things that other people are not thinking of doing. You know, I love music. I've always loved music from a young age. So, yeah, man, I'm just a fun-loving guy I don't like to be called a rapper as such, because with my music career, I want to experiment more, I want to try other things.
Yeah.
With Urban Hype, I have stuck to rapping because I'm next to two very talented guys.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
FJ is an amazing singer. Sharp is like one of the best dancehall artists out there. So I've stuck to rapping, but on my own, I want to experiment with my sound. So I don't want to be boxed as a rapper, but just a musician in general. You know?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you know, you mentioned something like you're part of the group, the Urban Hype.
Yeah.
How is it like when you know for example, you're in the studio, right?
Yeah.
And then you're working on a project,
Yeah.
and then you have three minds.
Yeah.
Like, is it where something like you come up with a song and then the others add ideas on, or maybe each person adds? How do you guys come up with your music?
It's different. When we started out, it was FJ is a writer, he's a producer. So when we started out, he used to like guide us a lot. He would make beats and like, okay, what do you guys think of this? He would hum a chorus. And as we grew in the industry, you find sometimes I come up with an idea. I'll just be like, okay, guys, I'm thinking of this. Let's talk about this. And then, like I said, FJ is a producer, so you know he'll get on the PC, get working on the beat. Sharpie is good with melodies and all. He'll hum something and I'll be like, nah, that doesn't sound right, let's change this. So it's everyone pitching into stuff. And then there's songs where you find, because the studio is at FJ's house, so he's always in the studio. You find he wrote the whole song already, and then we'll just delete his verse and I'll write my own. Or you find he just wrote a chorus and an idea and we grow with it. So it's just a little bit of everyone pitching in, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's actually an amazing process. There's songs where I won't say I wrote the song, but the idea is mine, and I'll direct the whole song. Like I'll tell FJ, nah, sing it this way. Nah, it's nice, but you know. And we also, you know, as much as we're a group, we always have other people who pitch in. You know, we believe in working together. You know, two brains are better than one, so three will be better than two. You know, and the like. So it's always amazing. We're a big family as Urban Hype and just as the guys. So it's never just the three of us making music, but it's always an amazing process.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you know, we premiered your song just before.
Yeah, Perfect Match.
Coming,
Yeah.
Perfect Match. And at the time that you dropped that, you know, one might have thought like, okay, maybe now he's moving more into an independent space. Maybe he might receive like an EP or an album or more. But most of the times, like, you know, there's just that silence and you do that.
Yeah.
So are you like working on something that you'd want to give to the people, like, okay, this is the AJ? Because, you know, it wouldn't be a surprise we've seen FJ done that, you know, even back then when we had, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it, but Zone Fam, you know, we've seen independent projects there. Are you also going to do that, or maybe you prefer to stay away from that?
Yeah, so Urban Hype is something, it was my brainchild, right?
Yeah.
But we grew it as, you know, the three guys. But so for me, it was one of those things. I wanted to see Urban Hype reach a point where it can, like I said, maybe if as a child, you know, go stages, one more growing up, you know, you walk. So I wanted to reach a point where Urban Hype can run on its own. And I feel that's the point where we're at now. And I've always wanted to do an EP just to show people this is what I'm about. But you find Urban Hype's about to drop a project, or FJ drops a project. FJ was a solo artist before Urban Hype, so you know, he knows how to maneuver the industry. For me, I'm taking my time because that'll be a new journey for me. Yes, I'm part of Urban Hype, but you know, when you present music to the people, it's like I'm a new artist, upcoming, I'm starting from the ground. So I'm taking my time to perfect my craft. And yeah, man, there's an EP coming. It was supposed to drop, but right before it dropped, we got signed to Nexus Music. So I felt it's not the right time because Urban Hype just started a new journey. I had to, you know, do something. But I've been working on music, I've been featuring on projects, man. There's more stuff coming. So yeah, man, there's an EP coming that will when I started writing the music, it was all love songs. But as I write more music, I feel like I need to just show people what I'm about. So I might change the direction of the EP, but as of now, it's supposed to be all love songs. As you can tell, Perfect Match is a love song, something I wrote from the heart. So yeah, it's supposed to be that. So we'll see how it goes. But an EP is coming.
Yeah, you've talked about Nexus Music.
Yeah.
But you know, before Nexus Music, you guys had some interaction with
Taurus Music.
Yeah, Taurus Music from Kenya. Yeah,
Kenya. Yeah.
So you guys are no longer working with them because I'm sure you guys did a lot of work with those guys.
Those guys are still family, man. Shout out to Sir Ike. He is the CEO at Taurus Music.
Yeah.
You see, with Taurus, it came at a time when, you know, Zone Fam was there and we saw what they were doing with Zone Fam. So when they came calling, we signed immediately. They did a lot for our career. You know, they took us out there. Our first international gigs were with Taurus, playing on the international channels. Taurus Music got us on Trace, MTV. We were playing in Nigeria, you know, Kenya, Malawi. So we felt that journey with Taurus had done what it was supposed to. You know, as artists, we grew and we understood the music better. And, you know, we had a mutual understanding to go separate ways. They're still family. I still, you know, call Ike. He'll call me up. Yo, how you doing, man? How's music? So it's not like there was beef or anything. We just, you know, we signed for 5 years. When the 5 years elapsed, it was like, okay, you know what? We want to try this thing out on our own. And yeah, Ike is still family. They're good people and they're doing what they can to support the industry. He's still someone who I can call him right now, yo, I need help with this, and he'll still, you know, have my back. Yeah, so Taurus was amazing, man. Like, it just taught us a lot about the industry. Out there also, like, you know, people feel like, sometimes, I always say this, as artists, just travel, you know? Even just as a person, just see what's out there to open your mind. So Taurus just opened our minds to how the industry works in other countries, how they make money, what else you can do, you know, as a musician. Yes, music is a product, but as a brand, you can also sell yourself in other ways. So, you know, Taurus did that. And, you know, yeah, man, when the 5 years was done, we felt, let's try this on our own. And, yeah, we signed with Nexus, and that's where we're at now.
Here's the thing. You know, KB, shout out to KB, by the way. He has an amazing project, My Diary. Which most of you guys are called, and you talk about really sensitive stuff there. And I heard, was it My Diary 9?
Yeah,
well, you were with Young Verbo. You really say some things that I feel needed attention to, like for example, how you seen like one of your team members, you know, blossom the Zambia industry, or something that was bittersweet to you. When you find yourself in such a space, is it like do you find it where it breaks you, brings you down, or do you feel motivated? Because in as much I know we'll rush to say like, okay, if he succeeds, I succeed. But personally for you, how does that reach out to you?
I mean, on My Diary, I just poured my heart out, man. And what I said was actually the truth. It was bittersweet. I was literally happy that my boy is blowing up. But, you know, when you go home sometimes you think like, yo, man, why isn't this me? You know, like, where am I going wrong? So every time one of my people wins, I'm always happy, you know, because I know that means I'm also closer, you know. If FJ is blowing up, let's say FJ, you know, God willing, he tops, let's say, American charts and whatnot, I know I'm next because he can post my stuff, he can connect me, and I'm also gonna, you know, get to that point. Urban Hype is that closer to also achieving that dream. So, you know, it was one of those things. FJ was signed to So Good. I was literally going everywhere I was going. I was new in the industry. I just wanted to learn. So as he blew up, I was happy. Then as we started making music, I was like, yo, I put out a song as Urban Hype. You know, FJ puts out, he's blowing up. Why isn't Urban Hype going in that direction? So it was like, it was motivation also for me, in the sense that if FJ is making it, I know it's possible. It's not someone who's wakutali, you know what I mean? It's someone I'm with every day. So I know if he can do it, I can do it, you know what I mean? So it was motivation for me, man. No hating on him. It's always love, you know. And even people are like, had people misunderstanding, like, oh yeah, you're dissing FJ. Oh, yeah, how's it gonna be? FJ recorded that verse, you know what I mean? I recorded it at FJ's studio, you know what I mean? So it's not like Nine the Chekuli KB, FJ didn't know what FJ knew everything. He's the one who even sent the vocals to KB. So man, we're family always, man. I just felt I had to address a few things. How people always telling me, you know. There's people who comment, who's the other guy, you know what I mean? So it's something we laugh about. I actually find it funny. I embraced the other guy name. I talked about it. And like, yo, I'm putting in work. Why are you calling me the other guy? But I guess for me, it's also motivation in that, oh, if you don't know me, that means I'm not working hard enough, you know what I mean? If someone else is making it, they've earned their stripes, you know. You know, if someone is blowing up, don't hate on the guy. Learn from what they're doing. You know what I mean? So for me, I had to address that as well. and just a few other things. I feel like Shapi is one of the most talented guys I've ever worked with, you know, and I just feel like it's my platform to, because I know the diary attracts a lot of listeners.
Yeah, true.
So I just feel, it's also a platform for me to tell people like, yo, you guys need to listen to Shapi. Like, this guy is talented. Like, it's inborn, you know, he does everything he does effortlessly. It's not like he needs to record 10 times to kill it. One time he'll kill it. So that's also something I felt I needed to address, and just also a bit of the struggles that happen, you know, as you are making it, you know, family, you know, not everyone accepts you're gonna do this. You know, me and my mom have had a back and forth about this music thing. So I felt I had to address how I let my mom down, you know, I let my girl down, you know, she didn't like it, you know. At the time it was a big thing, you know, and also I just had to address how I'm a father now, and just how, you know, everything I'm doing now is, you know, so that, you know, my kids have a better life in future.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, bro. That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
So like, and then the other thing that I wanted to ask is that, you know, the time that Urban Hype started out, it was during an era where we had a lot of, you know, these, I don't know if I can call them old school artists.
Yeah.
Some of them were retiring, others were going into, like, from being an artist into management.
That's
the era that you guys are coming from.
Yeah.
And then you still blend in with the new wave right now, like everything. So if someone comes to you and refers to you as the new wave, do you find that offensive? Do you want to refer to, like, I've been in the game for a long time, you can't call me a new wave artist? So how does that
look? Someone might hear me today and say, oh, could you ever know if this guy is the upcoming, you know, it's just how you work. But I wouldn't want to be referred to as new wave, because I feel there's actually a new wave of artists, you know. You know, there's the Natasha Chancers, you know, Jedi, you know, the leader of the new school, as he calls himself. There's the fake. That type of music is different from what we make. I mean, we can make such music, but I feel the new wave should be reserved for them. And it's not, you see, new wave, I like the name because I feel people get offended when they're called upcoming artists, or, you know, I don't know why people get offended. I mean, if you're not yet there, you should embrace it. Work hard so you're not called that anymore. For me, when we're coming up, we're called newcomers, upcomers. I used to like it because, like, you're recognizing the work we're putting in, you know what I mean? So new wave is also a nice way of, you know, saying upcoming. So yeah, I mean, if someone calls me new wave, I'm new to them. I don't get offended. It's how you see me. I guess I have to work hard and make you realize I've been doing this for a while. But yeah, new wave, I feel, reserve it for them. They're doing their thing. It's amazing. I love what they're doing. There's more unity. They're not boxed in any way. They're doing what they want to do, and there's people who love what they're doing. So I don't think Urban Hype is new wave, man. We've been doing this for a while. We were nominated for Best New Artist in 2014, 15? Zambia Music Awards. We didn't win it, but we got the nomination. So that shows you that was like, you know, our rookie entry into the game. So that's like almost 6 years in the game. So I don't think that's new wave. But yeah, I mean, if someone thinks I'm new wave, then hey, look, I need to work harder.
But you're open to, like, because, you know, most of the times, like, on ZED Challila, we have a platform where we call coming acts, we call them rising talents. And most of them, you know, they're out there in the inbox, they're reaching out to say, hey, we try to reach out to these big artists and all that. It's like there's a barrier. How best, what advice do you have for such people? For example, if a new wave wants to come and say, okay, DJ, I want you to jump on my track. Is that accessible? Do you require payment for that?
For me, it's how, you know, you approach me, the work you've put in, and also, you know, just how you present yourself. Music is a business like any other. I always tell people this. So, you know, if you want, let's say, someone to invest in your business, if I just come to you and say, look, man, I have this idea, invest in me. I'm looking dirty, I haven't presented it well. I just say, I need money, put into this. You won't buy into it, you know what I mean? But if I'm, you know, present myself, you know, it's in a proposal form, it's got all the figures, ins and outs, you invest. So even with music, as you approach me, you know, what have you done before, you know what I mean? I always have people, you know, I always listen, man. I would love to say I'm mostly on my phone, so I take time to, you know, try and reply to as many messages, listen to people. I know the song is not yet out, but I'll put it out there. I'm sorry to my boy Tale, but there's an artist called Tale. He reached out, not Tale Shizi, official Tale. He reached out to me, you know, via Instagram, you know. His message was my message request. I didn't see it for a while, but when I did open it, the way he presented the message, it was cool enough. And immediately I went to his Instagram, I checked out, oh, this guy's been putting in work, you know what I mean? I sent him my number, and even his approach was okay. He had everything already laid out, you know what I mean? He had the hook, the verse, and my space laid out. He said, listen to this, please. I would want you to jump on it. Then let me know how we're going to work going forward. And I didn't even charge him. I said, look, I like the song, I like what it's about. I just asked a few other questions like, you know, there's people who do music just to get famous. You know what I mean? For us, it's a business. So we tell him he had his plan already. We're gonna shoot a video. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna push it this way. And if there's, you know, if you know radio stations, please help me out, big man. Like, he was just honest, and I love that about him. So approach matters a lot. I mean, there's 10 other artists who are trying to get me on a song. So what's gonna make you different? You know what I mean? How you present yourself. You know, do you have, you know, how's your profile? If I go to your, let's say, Instagram or your Facebook, what am I going to find? If it's just you're posting random things, there's not even one music link or a clip of you doing something, how am I going to know you're a serious guy? So approach matters. It's not all about the money. I mean, there's of course some people I'm going to charge. It's a business at the end of the day, but approach matters. It's not, you know, it's not always about, you know, charging people. I think the people I've worked with, I think I've only ever charged like 1 or 2 people, and you know, I've done a couple of features. So yeah, I mean, approach is what matters, and the work you're also putting in. Are you ready to get your song mixed and mastered in a proper way? You know what I mean? Where you're recording, it should sound nice even as you're presenting it to me. You know what I mean? It shouldn't, I'm listening to it, you know, I'm pulling out my earphones. Nah, it should be nice. And even the type of, you know, music you do. Don't bring a song like, if you've noticed urban hype songs, it's not vulgar. We don't insult. We don't talk about vulgar things. I mean, even if we're talking about something that's not really, you know, it's a bit R18, we find a nice way of doing it. We might talk about, you know, dancing with a girl in a club. We won't say the dirty things. We just, you know, find a way of putting it. So if you bring a song and you're insulting, talking about, you know, illegal stuff, I'm like, yo, bro, how am I going to associate my brand with that? So all those things matter, you know what I mean?
True that. Amazing, bro. Thank you so much for coming. Actually, you look really good, bro. Like,
thanks. I'm actually, I don't know if I can say, shout out to my boy DJ Toots. This is his brand, Kovici. I'm actually rocking it.
Okay.
So yeah, man, he's got me laced up. Check Kovici, man. It's pretty nice. Ask him what this means. It's a pretty interesting story. I'm not gonna say it, but ask DJ Toots what it means. Check it out. So
sure,
check out Kovici on Instagram. They've got nice apparel. For now, it's just hoodies and t-shirts, but yo, pretty dope. Like I said, I'm a creative, so I always want to work with people who are doing something creative. You know, people who do, you know, clothing, whatever, you know, acting, whatnot. I always like to be around creatives. And speaking of the new wave, like, I like what they're doing, man. I recently saw something called, is it LSK Culture? I saw what they were doing, man. These kids just put themselves together to promote each other. It's pretty dope. So yeah, man, creatives, you wanna work, let's do that, man. So shout outs to Toots for collabing with me on this, hooking me up. I'm, you know, ouch, I can't call myself a brand ambassador, but yo, I'm getting the free clothes, I can't complain.
Amazing, bro. Thank you so much for coming on ZED Challila.
Yo, thanks for hosting me, man.
And you know, this platform is open. Like, it's in its infancy stage. It's still growing, but we're open to like helping. We're the closest that these upcoming artists can interact with you. So you coming here is a really big thing.
Yo, man, thanks for having me. Also, another way, approach. I forgot to speak, even how you approached and how this interview came, you know. Like I said, it was, I'd never met you before. It's our first time linking up, but even the way you approached me just to do this, I felt, you know, why would I say no, man? I love speaking, and I love being on TV. I love being on your screen. So just the way you approach me matters. So upcoming artists, please. New wave, I'll say new wave. Let me not people hate upcoming. So new wave, guys, your approach matters. Work on yourself. I know you didn't say last words, but my last words, advice to you guys. Always package yourself. Music is a business. Always know that. You have to invest in yourself before other people invest in you. You can't start a business, or you want to sell even just apples. No one's just gonna give you apples to sell. You have to buy those apples, you have to buy seeds to grow those apples, you have to water them. So water yourself, grow yourself, and other people see value in you. There's a lot of guys who are talented. You're not the only one. So what's going to separate you from all the other artists? I also like to say I'm not the most talented rapper. I hear 10 other rappers better than me almost every other week. So, but you know, thank God I've worked out and I'm here. You know, I've traveled countries, I've performed places. I'm being paid to do what I love. So find what makes you different. Sometimes it's about working smart and not hard. So, you know, just try out things and it's gonna work out, man. But keep doing what you're doing and just, you know, work hard and work smart.
Amazing. All right, guys, you've heard that for yourself. That was some wise words from the AJ, the one and only AJ.
Don't forget the. You have to say it. You have to say
it. The AJ. So, and if you guys have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that whenever we drop new content, you will be the first to be notified. Otherwise, I have been your host, Tonga Major, and I was joined with the amazing the AJ. Till next time, keep watching ZED Challila.
Yeah.